I'm Lynn Spraggins. I am the founding partner of a consulting firm, Spraggins and Gualtieri Reed, that does business consulting and strategic planning in this field. When I think about how far CAPCE has come, it's amazing in a lot of ways to see the depth and the breadth of the field now. So in the beginning, the early leaders predominantly were from inpatient programs, often academic programs. There were some hospice folks, for sure. There really was not any community-based palliative care, and the clinics were minuscule if they existed. And now I feel like there's so far still to go, but I feel like the field is sort of normalized, and it's self-generating. We're training enough people in different disciplines that there are new people coming in to replace people who are retiring, people at different stages of development, and people in different roles. A couple of things that I think are very important that we may not always think about is that the fact that the early years, along with the work of the Academy and others, resulted in getting board certification, and the recognition of that has meant that not only are we training a lot of palliative care people, but there are a lot of physicians being trained in other specialties in places with good palliative care teams. Therefore, their whole experience is with palliative care as part of their team or co-managing or available, and it influences how they think about their specialty work. That's an area where I think we have a lot of potential for the future to further leverage that in upstream work with the specialties, with the principles of palliative care. The other thing is I think the depth of engagement and leadership roles of some of the advanced practice nurses and others in the field is pretty profound right now, particularly in some of the community-based organizations. And we now have, since I came from the business background, we have a lot of clinicians who are much more adept and comfortable at navigating for power and funding than would have been the case in the beginning. And we are, they're finding it easier to also include and work with partners because, whether you call them dyads or what we call the administrative partnerships that need to exist in the field, those are much more vibrant now than certainly they were 10 or 15 years ago. And I think that's a really good development because we want to change the world. We need to have that.